Hey guys, okay, just picking up on a mistake a lot of lads are making when they're lifting, really, when they're training. As you know, at Arm Fitness, we don't take a typical bodybuilding approach to training. It is very much a very balanced approach between fitness, strength training and ultimately fat loss training. I'm just going to talk to you today about, like I said, a mistake that a lot of people are making, really. It's really important to train the back of your shoulders as well as the front of your shoulders. In a way, whatever you're doing in terms of pushing, you need to be doing something pulling. So today I've just done a strength workout. I've done 5 sets of 5 bench press, just stuck with 100 kilos. Pretty easy, really. I've gone a little bit lighter because one of my shoulders is playing up a little bit, an old rugby injury. So 5 sets of 5 on bench press, 5 sets of 5 bent over row, so that's a push and a pull. Then I did some front squats, and then I've just finished with some shoulder pressing. I've got the chains on. That's maybe a different for a different day to explain what I'm doing with the chains. But I've got the chains anyway on the shoulder press, and then I'm finishing with some band work. So I'll show you the routine, and I'll tell you a little bit more at the end why it's so important. So it's 10 reps like this. And then 10 from hip to backside. And then 10 finally to the back of the neck, arms straight. Let's turn this music down a bit. Okay, so get your bands from wolverstone.fitness.co.uk. That's where I get a lot of my kit from. They're only a couple of quid, those bands. You get an orange one and a red one. Probably work up to using a red one. The reason it's so important is the muscles that pull back are called your retractor muscles. Now, they need to be trained as well as your pushing muscles, otherwise you get shoulder imbalances and you get things like impingement syndrome and all kinds of other problems with basically your shoulder being exercised too much in this plane rather than in that plane there. So just a quick tip, dead important, I'll probably buy yourself one of those bands, take it to the gym with you, and just make sure you're doing anything you're doing pushing forward or upwards, you need to be doing pulling backwards or down. And that's just a dead quick tip from me. I'm going to finish, that was my last set there. I'm going to finish the workout now with some conditioning stuff. So I'm going to do short bursts on the rowing machine, wrestling dummy, battling ropes and shuttle runs in the gym. And we're doing a little circuit. I'll get some out on video for you in a minute. Just finished the weights workout now, onto conditioning. So the plan for the conditioning is 30 seconds working, 15 seconds resting. I'm going to do that on 4 different stations. And then I'm going to repeat that 4 times. Okay, so the first station's a rowing machine. In 30 seconds, I want to get 160 metres. Okay, 15 seconds rest. Our second station is the battling ropes. And I'm just going to go probably half the time alternating, half the time doubling up on them. You'll see that in a minute. Third station is the wrestling dummy. I'm going to try and get more than 10 slams in 30 seconds. And then my final station is the shuttle run, and I'm going to set myself a minimum target for that. I'm just going to video, I mean everybody knows what a rowing machine is, so I'm not going to video all that and bore you to death. I'll video the battling ropes and the wrestling dummy, see what we can do about the shuttle run. I'm not sure whether I can do that on my own. But just finished on the rower, 161 metres. So I've got another 5 seconds now, and I'm in on the battling ropes. these things. We've got 11 or 12 shuttle runs now. 10 reps. Only got 9.5 shuttle runs. A bit disappointing that really. I'll try some other timing thing. I'll get 10 on this next set. So I've got the rest of this minute off now. So another 45 seconds rest. And then I'm going to do that 3 more times. That's my session for the day, guys. Beats pulling away on a treadmill. Okay, finished the session. Good stuff, really good style of training that for any athlete that needs any kind of work rate capacity in their game. So classic example would be a hooker playing in rugby league. You know, they need to be able to keep going even when they're absolutely knackered. It's exactly the type of situation you might find yourself in, working all different types of body parts, and then having to get up and do a shuttle run for a certain amount of time, getting back down up off the floor, tackling, wrestling with dummies, ropes, good grip training. That type of stuff is ideal for athletes. It's probably something I get asked quite a lot about what we actually do in RM Fitness, and it's probably a good opportunity to clear that up. Two sort of modalities, if you will. It's the boot camp and personal training. Now, the boot camp is unlike probably most of the boot camps that you've heard of, in terms of most of the boot camps are just turn up when you feel like it, get flogged, brilliant, yeah, you get smashed to bits, it's a really hard session, go home, but there's no level of accountability beyond the exercise. Now, wake-up call for most people when they come here is, it ain't just about the exercise. You can train your absolute, to your heart's content, as hard as you can, and still not move forward. It's about diet, it's about lifestyle, things like sleep patterns, being organised. It's certainly about lifestyle patterns when they're relating into nutrition as well. Bringing the food into work when you need it, getting to bed on time, organising yourself, managing yourself. We help you with all that stuff, and we provide you with the accountability in terms of moving forward as well. So every month, you can probably see the whiteboard behind me, that's everybody's name that's on boot camp, and just behind me there we do a Member of the Month award. So I review everybody's notes, we test everybody's body composition every 2 weeks. I review all that, and then we award people who are doing well. We recognise them doing well, and we want them to move them forward and incentivise that. And because of all those 3 or 4 elements that are in our boot camp, we like to call it a boot camp programme as opposed to just training sessions. You can go anywhere and pay, 2, 3, 4 quid, whatever, on the door when you feel like it, whenever you can be asked, turn up and get smashed to bits and go home. But that ain't what it's about, or it's certainly not what it's about in here. So that's a boot camp. Who's it suitable for? I just said for deconditioned people, it's okay because it's scalable. And right up, really fit general population people, it's good because it's scalable upwards. I'll often join in when one of my trainers is taking boot camp, and I find it works me, to my maximum, because it allows me to push myself. There might be somebody next to me who's less fit than me, but they should be still working to that same % of their maximum. So that's the boot camp. The other thing that goes on in here is a personal training. Now, personal training is a lot more specific. We can do workouts like that, what you've just seen, with people, with athletes. I personally work with a lot of athletes, cage fighters, wrestlers, rugby league players, anybody like that, people in the armed forces, people maybe in the police, people maybe in the fire services that need that element of fitness for the profession. That's the main type of people I work with. Or apart from that, general population people, but that are prepared to work like that. Maybe they're not going to be slamming the dummy, but they'll come in and they will work to that intensity where they push into that level. I'm happy to work with people like that. The 2 trainers we've got working for me, Sarah and Jonathan, they'll work with a wide spectrum of people, but mainly focusing on fitness and fat loss training. So similar to the boot camp, but people that maybe need it personalising a bit more. Personal training is what it says, it is personalised. So we will look into your, we'll analyse your situation, we'll test your body fat and things like that. We will analyse your current nutrition status, and we'll give you feedback on those areas. If you are training at another gym as well as here, maybe you come here twice a week for personal training, you go to a commercial gym twice a week, we'll give you a programme from the commercial gym, and we will sort of move you forward at all costs really. So they're the key differences. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Feel free to fire any feedback across. I know I'm a bit of a boring bastard when I get going, but I'm just enthusiastic about training. So any feedback or any suggestions for future sort of like clips like this are more than welcome. Okay, catch you soon. It's on to get some food in me now, and then teaching boot camp in half an hour till 8:30 tonight. So see you later.